chop all these siege tanks now. Those drones really desperately trying to run for their lives. There's Wednesday Night
vVv Gaming.
Welcome to Game 6 in this best of 7 series. vV RuFF needing to win the next 2 games, while Mystic trying to do a reverse all kill on MLG dual site.
Yeah, this is the map that I thought RuFF would pick. Obviously, it's the smaller map, able to put a little bit more pressure onto the Zerg player. And Zerg has a difficult time taking a third on this map. It's hard to spread creep down to that third very quickly when you really do want to take it. As we see RuFF spawning as the red Terran player in the eastern or northeastern position, and his opponent up 3-2, won 3 games straight. PswMystic spawning as the blue Zerg player in the western or southwest position. So we'll see what RuFF chooses to do here. Again, he's got the heli in play, and he's got that 3 racks, which is very strong as well.
Yeah, we'll see what RuFF will and can do. You can see that there's a place to build barracks over here, close to, I guess, around the 8 o'clock position of his starting location. You can build the barracks and then put them on the low ground. By putting them on the low ground, you actually close in that walking distance, but it looks like it may just be that simple front door seal. Supply depot now coming in from RuFF, as we should perhaps be seeing an extractor pool coming in from Mystic. Mystic just using the extractor trick right now in order to get a stronger economy and train out that 11th drone.
Yeah, so we see RuFF going to be walling off this front door. Again, very smart. He's not taking any clues or tips from his Protoss teammate in time, who doesn't wall off at all. And so RuFF going to be going for this barracks, but we'll see whether he chooses to throw down that geyser. I think that's going to tell us everything about his strategy here, whether he's going to be opening with that 3 racks or with some sort of tech play. I can't imagine RuFF just goes for 2 racks. I don't think that's cheesy enough. That's almost too standard for him. So we do see another SCV moving into position, whether that's to throw down a supply depot. It might be just that. No, there's the 2 racks. So Mystic going to see this, and we'll see how he reacts, as he has thrown down the fast hatchery on MLG dual site here. Yeah, so the fast hatchery now coming into play. The walking distance is rather close. Are we going to get that 3rd barracks as well? That is going to be the key question, as that SCV now wanders away in order to do some scouting. A fresh SCV now making its way over. And are we going to get an upgrade to an orbital command, or is he going to build another barracks? That is the key question, and it is another barracks. So it is the triple racks that we have been talking about before this game even began. Yeah, I mean, this is one of his tried and true builds against Zerg. It's going to allow him to put a ton of pressure on. And really, Mystic's his gas going to be a little bit late, since he opened up with that fast hatchery and the slower pool. He's going to be able to get lings and queens out, but he's not going to have speed. So if RuFF gets that critical mass of 7, 8 Marines and can start doing that stutter step micro, it's going to be difficult to engage that many Marines with fewer than 20 Zergs if they don't have speed. Yeah, exactly. The speedling, or the reason why speedlings are so good, is that they're able to close in on their target and get within melee range. You may wonder why, like, okay, the Zergling upgrade goes from 2.95 to 4.7. A Zergling that travels any slower is usually a dead Zergling, as we are now going into a 4th barracks. Okay, so this is going to be a 4 racks pressure. That 4th barracks should just allow a continual stream, as we may see a cut in SCV production in just a moment. Yeah, he got off that orbital command, which I like. I mean, you get down the 3 racks, you start pushing off those or producing off those. You don't have to get that 4th up and running that fast. You go for an orbital command, so you support yourself with mules, and he could actually bring SCVs if he wants to. Mystic has a great position on this Overlord. He sees these Marines push out. He knows this is, maybe a delayed 2 racks with these Marines. He possibly doesn't know about the 3rd or 4th racks at this point, unless he knows the exact number of Marines a Terran player would have. He has prepared with spine crawlers. He's got speed about a quarter of the way done, and he's got some lings on the way. So we'll see how much damage the spine crawler is able to do against the Marines of RuFF, as here we have an engagement. Yeah, you're going to see RuFF perhaps try to walk around. You can see that there is brush over here, so that one spine crawler, if it doesn't unroot, all these Marines need to do is they can just completely come around, and an Overlord does get shot down. So a very nice kill there, 28 over 28. You can see that he is currently supply blocked, and that is going to be the issue, as Mystic now repositioning with this one spine crawler, and it almost looks like, yes, he is going to be coming up and going back into from where he was, as opposed to trying to come back in from that north side. And as more Marines file in, this may be a bit of a problem, as Mystic is going to get counter cheesed here. speed is finishing in about 20 seconds, though, as we see trying to take on that spine crawler. And it looks like the observer wants a pause, please. I'm not sure whether the just hit 2-2, Dway, and you'll get the vision of one of the players. I wouldn't want to interrupt them in the middle of this micro, as we do have RuFF taking on the Zerglings here, and it looks like Mystic will be able to clean this up. So, you know, all those Marines do go down for RuFF, so Mystic doing a nice job there. He had good timing on that speed, and I think RuFF missed his opportunity to push in there a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think he wasn't suspecting that he'd actually get metabolic boost that quickly. I know I was surprised by it, and now Mystic already has the counter attack coming soon. You can see that the Baneling's Nest is already completed. Zerglings are now going to be trying to push back here, and we do see a supply depot. These Marines need to get back on the other side of that wall. Perhaps RuFF will do his patented 4 racks build, where he has a very, very thick front door, making it very difficult for any Banelings to try to run in. I do not think RuFF knows about the Baneling's Nest. He hasn't scouted it at all, and this may be problems.
So here's what we're going to do. Pick Crota's camera, and Crota, if you could do the observing for Dway, that way we have the observer view rather than just the single player. So hit 1-1, 3-3, 4-4, whatever gets you to Crota's view. And then now we do see the Banelings coming in here for Mystic, taking on all of these Marines for RuFF, and RuFF has nothing to answer for this. He's trying to micro back with those Marines, but he's got no stim. A big bust goes down on that supply depot, but RuFF was able to defend against all these units, and Mystic is going to be meeting all these barracks, and now this factory walling off the front door of RuFF. RuFF is going to try to repair this supply, or the barracks here, and he's got a Reaper coming out as well. So if a Reaper comes out, he might be able to kite these Lings, as we do see that barracks does go down, and now RuFF having to fight with these SCVs, not looking good for our vVv hero. It looks like Mystic might go for the reverse all kill here, taking down SCV after SCV, streaming in more and more Lings, as RuFF is down to 13, now 12, 11 SCVs. Out comes the Reaper, but is he going to have enough with this Hellion and this Reaper to fend off all of these Lings, as more and more SCVs go down, dropping mules though, and now it is 1 SCV, 2 mules, a Hellion, 2 Reapers, and a Partridge in a pear tree here for RuFF, trying to defend against the continued pressure of Mystic.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all for RuFF. RuFF down to, as we said, 2 SCVs and 2 mules. 2 mules are definitely good in a situation like this, and we'll see what exactly Mystic wants to do in order to try to counter this. Mystic at this time, he doesn't need to really all in. He doesn't really need to attack. If he tries to trade armies, he'll find that RuFF, it will always be slightly ahead, as he does have range on those Reapers and a very decent front door. As my daughter is now saying hello to me, she just got back from daycare. Anyways, yeah, smile on my face, proud father. Anyway,
be a Terran plan like you.
Yeah, she is a Terran plan, but
transpiring.
Yes, so now we do see 4 Reapers already in play, and now more Reapers being added. So it looks like we are going into mass Reapers with Nitro packs. They do have that movement. Do they have the movement speed upgrade? Yes, I believe they do. Actually, why don't they? I'm kind of confused.
Yep. RuFF is going to have the Nitro packs finishing in just a moment here, and he's just so far behind at this point. He's only mining gas out of these extractors, so instead just using mules to get minerals here. He is down to 8 SCVs against the 29 drones of Mystic. Mystic coming with roaches, lair, so I imagine he's going to get roach speed shortly here, but he's going to be able to bust the front door down for RuFF, and then these roaches just going to be able to micro and take down all the remaining SCVs and Reapers of RuFF. So RuFF doesn't have too long to live here. As soon as he sees these roaches, I don't think it's going to be a fun time for him.
No, but he does want to do some damage, and he is now moving out with these Reapers. The Reapers do have that movement speed upgrade, moving out across the map very quickly, shutting down a couple of those SCVs, and now the Zerglings and the Roaches were able to take down the front door. We may see a liftoff in just a moment, as the Reapers are now trying to suicide their way in, perhaps get some damage, take take down some of these buildings. This is more out of pride than anything else now, as he's trying to push his way in and now getting down a lot of drone kills. The Reapers are going to be doing a massive amount of damage, going after perhaps the Queen as well. The Queen is dangerously low on hit points. It will get taken down, and now the Reapers are going after these units. Massive number of Reapers going after drones. Drone after drone getting destroyed. Meanwhile, in the base, we do see that liftoff, so what will be happening here is the key question. The Reapers may be able to finish off all the Queens and all the drones, and we may be able to hit the reset button here in just a moment.
Yeah, down to 13 drones, but Mystic has all these Roaches now back in his base defending against these Reapers. The Reapers do have speed, but the Roaches are on creep, so that helps him out a little bit. Trying to get us around here with these Lings and Roaches, and that's going to be good night for RuFF here, as he gives the GG down to 0 supply, and PswMystic from Team PSW, the Korean team, getting the reverse all kill here, going 4 straight against some of vVv Gaming's best.